All right, let's do this. Another 5 minute post game show, courtesy of Post Game Pints, Campbell Gallo. 5 minutes. You ready to go, Mitch?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, it's after game number 5. Canadians win in over fun. Nick Suzuki on a 2-0 with Cole Caulfield. What happened, Gallo? What happened on that play?
Well, first of all, I can't recall seeing a 2-0 in the first 5 minutes of a playoff game that was in overtime. That was definitely a unique situation. What happened? Well, you had Alex Galchenyuk make a big mistake with the puck, trying to force it through an area. A great read by the Montreal Canadiens to pick off that puck. And then a nice give and go between two very skilled players. And Nick Suzuki scores the overtime winner. And I'll tell you what, Sean, if you're a Canadiens fan, watching Caulfield to Suzuki and in for a game-winning goal in overtime in the playoffs, that's got to give you at least a peek into the future and a sense of optimism for bright days to come for those two guys.
Yeah, I joked around on the Twitter machine that, you and I play hockey and I have my own like weird, stupid rules that I do. One is never pass on a 2-0. Only things can go wrong. I've just seen too many 2-0s go wrong, whereas it's just all in your. And that's what I thought was going to happen. Cole Caulfield was just going to come in, shoot, and score, and likely was going to do that because I just have faith in him in that kind of situation. It was a pure breakaway, but pretty unbelievable. And a second big moment for the Canadians in this series. They now trail 3-2, so they get the game one shorthanded beauty from Paul Byron, and now they have this overtime 2-0 in the first minute, stuff that you only see 3-on-3. Okay, but let's go back in the game a little bit in game 5. This is a post-game show. Let's 2 quick questions. What went well for the Canadians in that first start to get a 3-0 lead, and then what didn't go well for them to blow it? So let's go first. What went well, Mitch?
Well, what went well, they were relentless on the forecheck. They were able to score 3 times in regulation. The goals came from difficult spots on the ice to get to, all 3 goals. So they played the way they played in game 1. They were physical and hard on the forecheck, and they didn't give the Leafs the space and time. The other thing I think went well is the Danault, Gallagher, Tatar trio disrupted the Matthews line.
Yeah.
And I know Matthews and Marner haven't really produced in the series, but they haven't really been worried about that matchup, where now it seems like Sheldon Keefe wanted to get away from it. So that's what went well. What went poorly for the Canadians, they let the Leafs back in the game. They made some mistakes. They allowed too many odd man rushes, and they just got away from their game plan from the first 2 periods.
Yeah, I'll start with what went well. It was going to the net, getting physical in the forecheck. The Corey Perry hit was great. I love the second goal, just digging it out. Campbell was sloppy. He didn't look great all night long, and the Canadians took advantage of that. And the Kotkaniemi take advantage of Sandin. He bumps him, steals the puck, goes to the net, and it's just puck closer to net. Get the puck closer to the net. That's things that the Canadians just weren't doing. They get that 3-0 lead, and then you call it the dreaded 3-goal lead or the dreaded 2-goal lead, which it wasn't a 3-goal lead because there was so much time left in the hockey game, and the Leafs scored right away. But that 2-goal lead into the third period, you knew the Leafs were going to press. The Leafs have that kind of offense. And it's weird. They get the power play and they don't score on the power play. I thought the Canadians were really good on that penalty kill. Super aggressive, like Leaf aggressive on that penalty kill. And then it was after the fact when they were trying to get that change in, they just get that C&I shot from Muzzin. And I know a lot of people didn't like that goal that Muzzin scored the second one. Oh, it went through Carey Price's legs. That's a nifty little tip, nifty little play. But the Canadians' defense backed up too much.
Yeah, they did. But I wouldn't put that one on Carey Price. I really dislike the notion, Sean, that any goal that goes 5-hole is a weak goal. I completely disagree. You're talking about Price, who thought the puck was going to go to one area, so he was moving laterally and just couldn't squeeze the legs closed in time. So I'm not going to put that one on Price. I'm with you. The Canadians' defense backed up a little bit too much on that play.
All right, we got about 45 seconds left here on the 5-minute post-game show. Post-game Pints, Campbell Gallo. Game 6. What can we expect in Game 6? The one thing I'll just say quickly, Mitch, is I think the victory in overtime cleanses the Canadians of all the poor performances they put up in games 2, 3, and 4. So it's a clean slate, one game now to force a Game 7. Don't think about Game 7. You got to just build off of this.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think the Canadians, what to expect, they come out flying in the first period and are probably the better team in the first period again. The question mark I have is, can they sustain it for 60 minutes? Can they match the Leafs in the second period with the long change? And if they have a lead at any point, can they hang on, since they weren't able to do that tonight?
And that is it for this post-game show. 5 minutes. We're done. It's time for a LeBron's beer. Maybe a little Angry Gallo.
Hey, now.
Hey, Habs win in over fun. We'll have another one after game 6. That's it for us.